Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 3 minutes. We'll be watching Tesla to start things off. Hopefully do some Tesla options, but we will see what happens. And I will go ahead and pause for now, and I'll see you back at the open. All right, the markets are open. Just waiting for the... Wow, big pullback here on Tesla. Nothing I can really do with that. Just watching right now. If you hear typing, that's just me making alerts in the community that I offer. Yeah, so 610 looking like going to be a key level now. So we'll see if the price can come back to that. Probably more so 609.50. Yeah, I'm almost wondering if I should be looking at calls instead of puts. Calls meaning thinking that the price might go up. So yeah, just watching that area right now. Yeah, that seems to be more of a potentially beneficial area, right around the 609, 50-ish, 35-ish area. But like I said, want to let this thing potentially recover upwards and then maybe come back down. So I will go ahead and pause for now, but yeah, I'm still going to be watching Tesla quite close. Okay, well, it's coming back into play already. Yeah, that just didn't, like I said, I want to see it come back up a little bit, not just come straight back down. That's just not a very confidence and, inducing area. Let's see what AMC is up to here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. All right, Tesla sitting right at that area. Would like to see this bounce, though. I still want to give it a chance. Nope. That's why I can't take, like I said, it may go, but it could bounce. I feel, in my opinion, this is a 50-50 chance right now. And that's just not good enough for me. I need way more than a 50-50 chance. Like I said, it very well easily could keep on going down, but I feel like it just as easily could just bounce back upwards. And if it does bounce back upwards again, that's one of these situations where I want to see it come up and then come back down. But, so yeah, and as right now, it is going back up. I'm going to keep watching that area very, very closely. Yeah, exact. Had I taken that right now, I'd be regretting it quite a bit. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. But yeah, if Tesla does want to come back down to that 609.25-ish area, I'll get the video rolling. But yes, right here. That's why very, very glad I did not take it. Glad I recognized the fact that, pretty much had a 50%. And look at it go now. But yes, I am extremely interested now if that level does want to come back into play. But maybe this is the start of something much bigger to the upside. I don't know. These are live. I have no idea what's coming next. But yeah, as of now, we'll see. And Tesla just keeps on going. So yeah, that one never really gave me exactly what I was looking for. But the one thing I did do right, I trusted The odds, I trusted the probabilities, and like I said, at that one point, it was about 50-50. Felt like it could do either thing, and I'm glad. Now, of course, in hindsight, well, Clay, you should have just bought. Well, yeah, but again, I still felt 50-50. It could have gone the other way, too. All right, well, now, thinking, can I try to build a potential position here? So let me try to pick up some puts down here at 950 if this thing wants to keep on moving upwards. Yeah, 620. Yeah, let's see. Willing to pick up 5 puts down there at the $9 bid. I'm definitely a ways away, but like I said, where I'm looking at the chart, I'm trying to eyeball it and throw out my best guess on where the price of those options may get to at that area on the chart, which is actually going to be even lower. So I actually need to be at about 875 looking like. So let's see if I can get those up. I need the price to keep coming up though. Now, I would like more than 5 contracts, but this would at least allow me to get involved into the trade here. But Tesla does need to keep on coming up. How low did it ever go? Got as low as 923, okay. Maybe I mistimed it, I don't know. Looking like Tesla's going to need to get up around 623 in order for me to get filled, give or take. I mean, there's no direct translation, but as of now, looking kind of weak. All right, well, I'll go ahead and pause. Okay, move my order down to 850. Got those. Again, I'd like more than 5. And out there for a nice and very fast $175. But I would like to start the process over again. So let's go down to 775, just double checking a few things here. Yep, okay, 775 again. Start the process over. All I did was I bought on the bid, then I sold on the offer for a quick scalp. Would have liked to have gotten more than 5 contracts, but I'm certainly not going to turn down $175. And I don't know, what was I in that? 15 seconds? But again, if this price wants to keep on coming up, then I will look to build another short-sided position here. But I'm not willing to start to build until the 775 mark puts, and I might still even change that down because again, it is more of a guessing game because there's not a direct translation between the stock price and options price. All right, well, I will go ahead and pause for now, and if Tesla or something else pops up, then I'll let you know. But looking like Tesla still may have want to make another move to the upside, but we'll see. All right, I have an order at 198.85 here on MRNA. I realize that seems far away, but I'm thinking a break of $200, that big round number, could produce quite a bit of a flush. So if it does break 200, I want to see, there it is. Oh. I was right. It did. It went down super fast. It went as low as 199.15. But I was right, but not right enough, which makes trading very, very difficult. I'm going to go down to 197.50 now. I don't know, maybe this is going to be a bounce area. We'll see. I was also thinking 199, so that does make me feel a little bit better, because even if I was at 199, I still wouldn't have been filled, because that's as low as it went right there at 199.15. So that does make me feel a little bit better. Like I said, I'm not going to give up on it quite yet. Clay, why don't you just go short? That's pretty overextended right now. I know it's been going down, but a little too risky in my mind to be going short. Hence me trying to go long here. But now at this point, yeah, I don't know if it'll want to come down to the 197.50 area or not. But I'll keep an eye on it. Have an order at 6:15 here for some AMC calls, trying to buy this pullback here. So it's going to need, it being the AMC share price itself, is going to need to come down some more if I'm going to have a chance to get filled at 685. Again, going for 5 contracts here. Would like more than 5, but that would at least allow me to get my feet wet into the position. But again, AMC itself is going to have to pull back a bit more if I'm going to have a chance at getting filled at 685. So that's the current plan right now. I'll go ahead and pause, and if it looks like I'm going to potentially get filled, I will get the video rolling. All right, I'm going to try to pick up 5 contracts here. No, not at 5:15. Whoops, at 8:15. And I'm thinking, I don't know, this thing either wants to really get moving. Maybe this is the start of a bigger move or not. And if it isn't, then so be it. Let me try at 8:15. So maybe I'm going to be left in the dust here, but not necessarily, because I can always flip over to puts if need be. Well, yeah, as far as that trade's concerned, missed out on that. But let's go over to some puts and see if maybe these come into play here. Wouldn't be interested in getting these until if the price gets above 60, if that happens, which, I don't know if it will, but we'll see. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, I am at 850, and I'm looking for this to break through 60 and then get moving quite a bit. I realize I'm not close at 850 right now, but if this behaves like I think it could on a break of 60, then I think I got a chance of being filled. And yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda, was a little too slow on that break to go long, and it would have been a very nice break indeed. But just, you saw how it played out. Like I said, I'm not going to give up on it, but I'm certainly not going to just start buying and going long here. That is totally chasing. So there we go, got the break. I'd like to see this thing get up to around 61. And that's ideally where 850 might allow me to get filled. But I don't know, maybe I'm being too greedy with 850. But yeah, you just can't go long right now. That is completely chasing. And even if it were to work out, that's just not a good habit to be forming. Well, it's stalling up here a little bit. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause, and if it looks like it's going to give me a chance to get filled, I'll get the video rolling. All right, this is now pulled back to this trend line, and I'm going to see if I can get filled here at the $8 mark. So I need this to pull back a bit more. So I am looking to now play calls on it. Like I said, need it to pull back a tad bit more. I think, and maybe this is stupid. No, not 790. No, I don't think it's stupid. Not trying to get the best entry point possible. Like I said, if it actually comes down to right here, around the $58 mark, if I could get a 790 entry point, that would be fantastic. So that's exactly why you don't want to chase, because had I chased, I'd now be in a very painful situation as this is pulled back and back and back. But we'll see if it wants to pull back just a tad bit more so I can get in on the action here. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, once again, trying 790 here. Needed to pull back just a tad bit more. So, I mean, it literally just bounced right off that line. All right, well, at this point, let me try 775 instead. Because now it would technically be buying a breakdown of that line. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. I mean, no, do charts and technical analysis work all the time? Of course not. Nothing's perfect. But, I mean, look at that. Literally bounced right off that line. And I've not adjusted it at all. Crazy. But unfortunately, I just didn't quite have that mapped out. It was looking like I had a great chance for a move down there, but that's the one little challenging part about options is you're never quite sure where they'll be. I'm not sure if it's going to play out, but looking to potentially buy the break of this resistance line right there. So if it gets up to right around, I don't know, let's call it 58.65-ish, look to pick up some call contracts and ideally see this thing get up at minimum over 59, even better if it could get up to 60. But we'll see what happens. As of now, clearly pulling back, but if it does return back up to that area, watching it, and we'll see if I can get a trade on it. All right, watching very closely. In at 740. Didn't get confirmation of the break, but I'm going to anticipate, and I think this thing is finally going to break. So let's see if we can get that to happen or not. So there's the break. Let's see if we can get that move up to 59 now. Key break definitely is going to be 59. So let's see if that can happen. Good solid volume, good solid move. Just a question of can it get up through 59. Might need to pull back a bit, retest that trend line. There we go. Let's see if we can get the bounce off of it. Which would make for a very attractive pattern. Breakout, retest the trend line, which it just did. So let's see if we can now get the move up through 59. Okay, there we go. Got up through 59. Going to take 3 contracts out there just to ensure, not necessarily a winning trade, because I suppose this thing could turn around so quickly at any point, but at least want to lock in some profits. Yeah, let's see if this thing wants to, well, I don't like that. Don't really like how it dropped below 59. I'm not going to let it spook me out right away, though. Again, still have 2 contracts. I don't like how it's coming down so much. But again, big solid breakout. Okay, pulled out another one just because I'm not quite sure. If I'm not, and if you're not quite sure as a trader, all right, just pull some more profits off the table. Because you could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong right now to be not quite sure. Maybe I should still totally be confident. And if I should still totally be confident, well, good. I'm glad I still have 1 contract left. So yeah, no harm in being unsure. Admit you're unsure. Take some more profits off the table. But just also acknowledge that maybe you have no reason to be unsure and maybe you're wrong in being unsure. So that's why you want to hang on to some. Let's see if this thing wants to. And that was a big move up, but I'd like to see it consolidate, which it's doing right now. and then potentially make a push up to 60 on this one. But right now, yeah, I don't know. I was looking for more of kind of a bonkers move. And I mean, it did make a nice move, don't get me wrong, but I thought might get a squeeze up to that $60 mark. So I'm wondering if I should just be happy and take what I have here. But I'm going to give it a little bit more wiggle room. See if it wants to make another push up through 59. Yeah, again, I have no problem admitting right now, I'm unsure. Does this thing want to keep moving, or is this just going to kind of stall out here? Maybe I'll just go ahead and pause right now, because really all it's doing is consolidating at this point. So not a lot to really talk about, because I'm going to close this trade in the green. There's no doubt about that. It's just a question of how much green, which is always a good problem to have. All right, now it's coming back down pretty violently there. I'll give this thing 58.50, but if it drops below 58.50, I'm out of here. So when 58.50 is the level that I'm watching. If it drops. All right, all out there for $125. And I suppose it never did drop down through 58.50, did it? That might have cost me. It looked like it was going to. But either way, so all right, well, tried, worked out, don't get me wrong, made $125 on it, but just didn't quite operate the way I thought it would. Pulled back here, and I suppose I definitely did sell too soon, because I said 58.50, and I thought it was getting ready to drop right below 58.50. It technically never did, so maybe it'll head back up. But I am just going to go ahead and wrap things up here. So a fine day, $300, a couple of trades. So 2 trades, $300. I'll take it. Not exactly what I was hoping for. You saw me try a couple other times, just not get filled, but that's just the life of the trader. I mean, if you have a strategy, if you have rules, if you have criteria, well, that means that sometimes you're just not going to get filled. So yeah, that can be frustrating. And look at it go now. I'm kind of stalling a little bit here just because I'm curious to see if that's going to end up costing me, getting out where I did there, when technically speaking, it didn't break below that level. But at this point, it's also that I have no problem in it. This is not what I thought would happen. I got that totally wrong. A little bit of a pullback, sure, but then wanted to see this thing get going, especially late day. And it still might go, but it's not going within the time frame that I thought it would. And therefore, kind of got to just wave the white flag and say, yeah, I was right from a broad sense, but my timing was a little bit off, but not too off, right? Because I'm still walking away with the $125. But yeah, so I'll call it good here. A couple of trades, one on the put, or I made money because prices are going down with the put, made money because prices are going up with the call, which you just saw here. So overall, from a trading perspective, a nice little video. But I will wrap this up. Before I do go, one big request, because these videos are live, they're not easy to make, because I am having to think what I'm going to say to you. I'm thinking for myself, what am I going to trade? How am I going to trade it? I have to make alerts in the chat room community that I offer. So there's just a lot of stuff going on. So the videos are possible, but they require quite a bit because they're truly live. So all I would say is I want to make sure I'm spending my time wisely. So if you do enjoy these videos, if you want me to keep making videos like this, then 2 easy things to do. Hit the like button, leave a basic comment. It could be a thumbs up emoji, but those 2 things go a long way in communicating to me that you do enjoy these live trade videos. As long as I know people are enjoying them, then I'll continue to make them. And as kind of difficult and tricky as they can be at times. So just let me know those 2 things. Like button, basic comment. Also, check out the channel as a whole. Hopefully you like what you see enough to hit that subscribe button, as I'd love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. And I'm going to just stall here a little bit while longer. Let's see, is this thing finally going to go down below 58.50? I kind of hope that it does, so I don't look stupid. I'll be honest here. Come on, break below 58.50, because I'm going to look really dumb if this thing all of a sudden turns around and skyrockets to like $60 here, when I should have technically still had 1 contract left. So I'll let it go a little bit. Come on, get down below 58.50. I don't want to look stupid. Keep going. There we go. All right. Oh, nice. Woohoo! I look really smart now, don't I? Oh, see. Okay, maybe I'll just edit all that other stuff out where I just, no, I'm totally kidding. But all right. Well, I'm glad I got out where I did then, because that was a pretty quick, pretty nasty move to the downside. But it just goes to show, it just, in my mind, and it still very well could go, but it got caught up around this area. And with that break that it got, it felt like, to me at least, and to be honest, I mean, I turned out to be right, because as it's continuing to drop right here, it just felt like it should have gotten, oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I stalled. Hopefully you're still with me right now, because we're capturing some good information or some good action here. Now, full disclosure, did I have any idea it would get that bad that quick? No, I definitely did not know that. All I was saying is it just didn't feel right up here with the way that got those breaks and then just kind of started to stall around. Just, too many sellers showed up. And you're now seeing the results of that. But again, I'm not trying to come across and be like, and I knew it was going to get that bad that fast. No, didn't know that. But all right, well, again, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, leave a comment, check out the channel as a whole. And if you like what you see, then please hit the subscribe button. Thanks for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.